Hi, welcome to my channel, Living My Best Life with Lisa Marie. I'm so glad you're here. Now let's get crafting. Today we're doing Trash to Treasure DIYs. I have books coming out of my ears that I need to donate, and so I decided to use some of the book pages for a Trash to Treasure DIY. And so that's what I'm going to do. I've also got this old Yankee candle, and it cleaned it out, and I took off the label, and so that's another piece of trash I'm going to use. So I'm going to rip up some pages from the book, use my premium decoupage solution. It's not Mod Podge, but it is like Mod Podge, just not that brand. And I'm going to start applying it to the outside of this glass candle holder, and then I'm going to lay down the pieces until I've covered the entire thing. And it does take a little bit of time because I cut them up I rip them up into small pieces, but I love the look and it's just going to be so cute when it's all done. Totally worth it. Oh, and I forgot to mention I'm using a foam brush for this because it absorbs that decoupage solution and it's just so easy to put it onto the glass and over the paper because I'm going to be putting it under and over the paper to make sure it's completely stuck to this candle holder. I have all my book pages attached now to the candle holder, and I'm going to use a chippy brush, and I'm just going to dry brush some of the antique wax from Waverly over it. So basically dry brushing, get a little bit on your brush, wipe off most of it, and then apply the rest, just kind of drag it across your surface. And I'm also going to hit the edges and seams if there were any, harder, because that's where you would expect to see a little more of the antiquing. And actually when I say antiquing, I just mean wear and tear. I'm going to use a little bit of the faux leather ribbon from Dollar Tree. It's the darker brown color, and I'm going to make a little handle for this. I'm only going to do one. I decided to make this asymmetrical, and I'm just going to hot glue and smush it down so you don't get any bumps or ripples. That's the one thing about using hot glue with these. Sometimes you can see little bumps. I'm being really careful about it. And I'm just going to hot glue that on there, even up a little bit higher to make sure it stays in place. Now, it's not a functional handle. It's just for looks only. Now, if you've watched my channel very much, you know I love these pop-up stickers. So I'm going to take 2 of them and leave them on the paper still, and I'm going to paint them black with some ink chalk paint. Then I'm going to take them off, put a dab of hot glue on the back, and attach them to the very bottom of that faux leather ribbon to make it look like little tacks. I don't want the paint to chip or peel, so I'm going to put a little bit of the decoupage solution over the little stickers, and I think that's going to help keep them nice and black. I decided that it needed a little bit more of like a distress look, so I took some of the antique wax and I painted the inside bottom so it would kind of show through and not look like clear glass. And then of course once I started that, I got a little carried away and I started, brushing around the lid and along the base. And anyway, I do like the way it turned out. I just can never leave well enough alone. Does anyone else have that problem or just me? I decided to add some white flowers that I had from the Dollar Tree. They were so pretty. The only thing is they're so white, and I wondered, should I have put something not so bright in there? But then I thought, no, that's okay. And then I added a lily in the center, and I thought, isn't that just so sweet? You guys, I love this. Let me know what you think. Today's video is part of a friend hop that I'm hosting. We will be doing Trash to Treasure DIYs. The friends joining me are Savvy Crafts with Savannah, Christina Elizabeth, Lisa Kennedy Dollar Mom, The Crafty DIY Guy, and Lovely Moments Creating. Go ahead and watch all of these amazing creators' DIYs. They are wonderful and you will love them. We are doing a friend hop. You will find the link to the next channel in my description box. After watching my video, go there, watch theirs, leave them a comment, and then look in their description box and hop on to the next. And when you get back to my video, you will have completed the entire hop and seen everyone's amazing Trash to Treasure DIYs. I'm so excited. I am super excited about this project. I'm using some book pages again, and I'm going to actually put it on a Cricut mat. And I went into Cricut Studio and I got some little butterfly shapes that would fit what I'm going to use them for. And I went ahead and I had them cut, and now I'm just weeding them out. And I'm going to take them off the mat. And then what I'm going to do is bend them all in the middle. So it kind of looks like the wings are flying, like when a butterfly's wings are up against each other. And then I'm going to add these pieces of what would be trash to a really small little wreath I got at Dollar Tree. I'm going to glue them on, but first I'm going to add some other things to the wreath. I have this really pretty flower pick that I got at Dollar Tree, and I'm going to pull off some actual little flowers without the stems, and then some of those little green kind of berries. And then I found a couple different ribbons at Dollar Tree. One is a little thin polka dotted kind of a ribbon, and they're a little bit see-through, and then one is a pink, and they're just so pretty and light. And I didn't want to overpower the wreath with a lot of color because I want the butterflies to really be kind of the focal point, if you will. So I'm just wrapping the ribbon around, hot gluing it kind of in a diagonal, and then I'm going to add the thinner one with the polka dots over the middle of the pink one just to give it a little bit of a layered look, and I'm really liking the way that's turning out. I had this little piece of burlap left over from a DIY in my last video, and I didn't want to waste it, so I decided to use it to make a hanger. I just cross it around itself and hot glue it to the back, and then secure it with another little piece of that same burlap, and then I'm going to have a nice little hanger for my wreath. And as I said before, I'm going to take the little flowers and some of those little green berries and just kind of randomly put them around the wreath. I don't want to go crazy. I'm not going to cover the whole thing, but just, intermittently with space between them all, I'm going to add them to the wreath just to give it some color and make it a little spring-like. I'm going to hot glue the little butterflies in various places. I want it to look like they just kind of landed wherever on the wreath. And I absolutely love them. I think with the words on them, it's just the sweetest thing. It's making me want to do more DIYs with book pages. I just think it's such a sweet touch. And I don't know, let me know what you think. I just love this. I've never done anything like this before, and I'm so happy with how it's turning out. My only regret is that I didn't make them bigger. I hope you'll consider joining me on YouTube by hitting the red subscribe button and then turning on the notification bell so you always know when I have a new video coming up. I do all kinds of DIYs in different styles. There's something for everyone. Recently, I was in Nebraska visiting family, and we went out to a Japanese restaurant and I had some sake. And this is the little bottle that it came in. So I'm just going to remove the wrapper around it. I thought it was so cute. It's made out of glass. And I've decided I'm going to make kind of a peekaboo flower vase. I'm going to put some tape across so I have some stripes that I paint, and when I remove the tape you'll be able to see through the glass and see what I'm going to put on the inside. So I'm just going to put tape all the way around, and then in a moment I'm going to use some blue chalk paint from Waverly in the color Pool. It's such a pretty blue. I'm going to use a blade to cut the top of the tape so that the very top part is going to be painted blue as well, and I want the lines to be nice and crisp. It's going to take about 2 coats to get a really nice coverage. And now for the super satisfying part when you pull the tape off. I don't know why, that is just so much fun to do. Now it did bleed through a little teeny bit, but what I'm going to do is take that same blade and I'm just going to go straight down the lines and kind of etch away the little bit of paint that looks kind of jaggedy. Is that a word or did I just make that up? And I'm going to make those really clean lines and then it looks really cool. I have some white rocks that I got at Dollar Tree and I'm just going to put them inside. And once I have enough rocks in there, I'm going to add some really pretty florals that I also got at Dollar Tree. And I love the colors. There's a blue in there that kind of matches the paint, as well as yellow and a little bit of violet. So I'm going to snip down the end until it's about the right height. And then I've got to kind of jam it in there between those rocks. That was probably the hardest part. But I love how it turned out. You guys are going to have to tell me what you think as well. I just think it's so light and pretty. And it would just look so cute just sitting on a shelf somewhere. Did you know that I'm on social media? You can find me on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. Same name, Living My Best Life with Lisa Marie. Come on over and say hi. And for this Trash to Treasure DIY, I had this old basket and it wasn't cute. It was so basic. And I easily could have donated this or just tossed it, to be honest with you. So I decided, okay, I'm going to spruce it up. I'm going to use some of my rose gold metallic paint from Folklore. And then I'm also going to use a paint sample that I got at Lowe's for the second color. And I honestly don't know what the name is. It's a little bit of a cream color. And I thought I'm going to do all of the outside edges because it's kind of a different basket weave for those. And then also the center and the bottom I'm going to do in the rose gold, and I'm going to do the rest in the cream. And I got to tell you, this basket has really come to life and it's so pretty now. It could be boho, it could be modern farmhouse, but I really like it and now I'm going to use it. So it has been saved. You'll have to let me know if you've ever tried to salvage a little basket like this. I mean, it doesn't have handles. It's not, fancy basket weave or anything like that. But adding that color just changed it. So it's got a whole new life now. And I'm happy with it. And I hope you guys like it too. It's amazing what just a little bit of paint can do to really change the look and feel of something. And sometimes before you get rid of something, you just want to kind of look at it and think about it. Could I maybe do something to the color, and change the way it looks and feels? And for me, this really, I'm so glad I didn't throw it away or donate it, because I can honestly say I love this now. Please let me know what you thought about all these Trash to Treasure DIYs in the comments. I am looking forward to reading what you have to say. And here's one last look at all 4 of my DIYs. They were all easy and fun to do. I hope you like them as much as I do and will maybe even consider trying to make one. Now that you're done with my video, after you leave me a comment and hit the like button, go into my description box and follow the link to the next person on the hop. I can't wait to see what they've all made too. Thank you so much for watching. I will hope to see you in my next video, and please remember that you are a blessing to me.